Okay, right, this is a post about on-page SEO or on-post SEO, as it is in this case. First thing you need to do before you even sit down to write a post, apart from your general idea, you need to do some keyword research. So I've done my keyword research and I come up with the phrase overcoming writer's block. So that's going to be the focus of my post. Now, what I need to do from here is I need to write the post. So as you can see, I've started writing the post. I've got my framework and I've started filling it in. It's not finished. It doesn't really matter for the purpose of this video, to be honest, because it just doesn't. So anyway, there's my post. What I've also got on the page is, you'll notice on here, this is very useful for SEO, but in a different way. I've got my publicize set up, so we've got all my social networks set up in publicize, and there's a video on how to do that in the all members area. Next thing I need to do is make sure it's going to come to the right place, so we're going to look at copywriting is the main category and SEO is the other one. So I'll leave that. I won't bother with tags just yet. I'm just going to do the SEO. Now, what we've provided for you is WordPress by SEO by Yoast, which is a fantastic plugin. It's free. It's very, very good. What this does is it takes what you've written and it will make a snippet for the search engine. So whatever you put in there will appear on the search engines. But the beauty with this is you can actually rewrite that and make it something different. So if you look, I could write I hate pink elephants, and it changes. Okay, so I'll just change that back. So the first thing you do in this here is I'm going to put the focus keyword in here. So it's overcoming writer's block. Okay, now what I want to do is actually want to grab the first paragraph, and it's important that you have, I'm going to take that there, and it's important you have, as you'll see in a moment, your keyword in the first sentence. So we'll put that in there. Okay, so you've changed that now. Okay, now you'll notice here it said that according to this is the keyword isn't in the meta description. Yes, it is. The content, yes, it is. The page role, yes, it is. So don't worry about that yet. It might not change until you actually update the page. So let's update and see what happens to that. Okay, so let's save the draft. And what you've also got while this is working is you've got this section here, the SEO and the check button, and that's on the traffic light system. When the page comes back, you can see our traffic lights turn from red now to amber. And what that's telling me is that there's some issues I need to check. So if we go down the bottom, it's still saying no, 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 no. So we come back up and we look. Okay, overcoming writer's block, it's there. It's truncated it, so that might be why it's not bringing that up. I haven't got it in the header. It's okay. What I could do is change that to, oh my god, I hate overcoming writer's block. So we'll try that. Let's save the draft, otherwise it won't see the changes. Just wait for this to load. Internet's not fantastic today, but it's not too bad. There we go. It's still on amber. I want that to go green ideally, and it's still not liking that at all. So what we're going to do, you can click on check here, and that'll take us down. Okay, so it's telling us red. Keyword phrase will not appear in the page title. So I think you will find it does. Maybe it needs to be published, so I might publish it in a moment. The trouble is, if I publish it, it's going to go out to my thing. So what I can do is I can change that. So we'll change that to the 5th of April. Okay, so it's scheduled, so I can now schedule that. That might make a difference to what is happening with the SEO. You find this is now saying to you, there's some mistakes. We don't recognise some words, and you see one of them is OMG at the top here. I'm happy with that. I'm not bothered about that. I will. It doesn't like Scrabbles either. It's a very useful feature, that, actually. Just to think, oh, I'll go back and check. It underlines everything for you, so it's fairly a good little feature there. So we're still on amber, and it's still saying no, 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 no. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, because as far as I can see, we're okay. Let's go to the check again. So keyword phrase. So to go through this, I've got no images, which I will have eventually. Now it's definitely wrong because I have set the meta description, so something's happening here that doesn't normally happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delay this video, and I will come back when I've sorted out this problem. Okay, so I'm back and I've discovered what the problem is, and it's my poor writing. In fact, it's not, but it's what if you look, I've got Ocommon writer's block, and it's there. You know it's there, you can see it's there, but it's telling me it's not. But if you look down here, it's actually got writers as an individual, and it's right. It is correct. So what I need to do is go back up, and we will put a little in there and copy that, because I'm going to put it into there. Now, it won't actually. Now, put that into there. Writer's block, there's one there. Put that in there, because it's talking about the individual. I'm talking about the whole, but it's so just for the purpose of this, I'm gonna do it. I don't mind if it's individual or whatever. So that should make a difference. So let's update that, and we'll see if that traffic light changes to another colour. I'll just okay that for the moment. I'm not that bothered. And here we go. Come on. Start waiting for the train. You know it's coming eventually. Still on amber. Let's go down and see if that's made any difference. Here we go. So we've now got heading yes, page title yes, page rule no, content yes too. Well, that'll increase. If I put that into there like so, change immediately the meta description. So the URL I'm looking for is the URL. It doesn't like that little symbol in the URL. So I'm not overly bothered about that, to be honest. I'll just update it again. As we wait. Tra-la-la-la-la. Now we've gone to green. Okay, so now it's telling you it's somewhere near better. So we come down, we've got 2 reds, so there's no images, but we can soon sort that. And the keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph. So what we need to do is pop back up. Overcoming writer's block. There we are. We haven't got it in there, so we'll put that in there, and we will update it. Now this is particularly finicky, this one, because it's just a tiny little symbol that needs to be changed to make this. If you've got a normal keyword phrase, it doesn't normally give you this amount of grief, but this is good. It shows you what can go wrong, what you have to do to go through it. Okay, so no images. Yes, it does, because I've just changed it. It won't be any density because I haven't got any writing in there yet. I'm doing it before I finish the post. Ideally, you're looking for 10%. Okay, if it's 1,000 words, you're looking for about 10 occasions. We've covered that about the URL. No outbound links. Well, we can soon sort that as well. And the meta description is over 156 characters, so I can make that shorter. If we have a look at the meta description, let's have a look in the general tab on this. You can see you've got these 3 dots here. So that's why it's saying it's not in there. So what you need to do is just sort of play around with this a little bit. I'm just going to pause while I just have a look at this and come back when I've done that for you. So be right. Okay, welcome back. Sorry about that. So what you've done while I've been away is I've actually added an image to the page. It's got an alt tag and it's got a title tag. So we'll go back down now. So we've got the keyword doesn't appear in the first, which we know it does. It's still not picking up for some reason. We understand that. They do actually, because I can show you they do. they have an alt tag. So if we go here, and remember in the other video I showed you how to alter these, they become a writer's block, and they're right again because I'm not using that little thing, am I? I'm just being totally dull at the moment. There we go. I'm glad it's doing this, mind you, because it really is showing you how pinicky this can be if you get it wrong. Okay, so we'll update that, and we'll update that, and hopefully that will say everything's tickety boo. We shall see. Okay, so here we go. We'll click on check again, just let it load in. And there we go. Okay, ignore the first, yes, ignore the second. Alright, okay, it doesn't like the little thing in the URL. No outbound links, that's fine. So all the rest are green, so that's really good. What you can also do on this, if we look back here now, it's just the page loads causing us a problem. I'm not overly worried about that, but yeah, it's because of the little semicolon. So you can look in here, this looks a bit daunting, okay? Just leave it as the default, because what you're telling it to do, you want Google to come along and index your post. There's no point in writing it if it's not going to be indexed. If you add any outbound links, you can set this as a general thing. If all your links are outbound and you don't want to give away your link juice, click on no follow. I've showed you in a previous video how you can go in and set that to individually behind the scenes. Don't worry about the Meta Robots Advanced. Auto detect the sitemap. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about the canonical URL. You're not redirecting. So that's that tab sorted. And the social tab, you can put a separate description in for the post if you send it out to Facebook. You can put in a separate image if you wish to. If you set a featured image, this will override and pull in a separate one if you want. I don't see the point in that. And you can also do a separate description on Google+. To be honest, the description I set in the Meta will do me fine for all three. So I'm just going to update that to reflect any changes I've made. And then that's it basically. That's how you use the SEO block and do your on-page SEO. Now it was a little bit more tricky than normal because of that little annoying thing there. But on the whole, if you pick a normal keyword phrase that doesn't have that problem, you'll find it goes a lot sweeter than that. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.